In February 2022, we packed the van for a trip to Northumberland. In the days before this, storms Dudley and Eunice hit the UK, bringing 60 to 90 mph winds, less than a month since storms Malik and Corrie. The destruction meant a late start to the holiday, so after climbing lessons indoors, we planned for 2 nights in a hotel, then 2 nights in the van once the winds had died down.
Morning, we're in sunny Omwick this morning, which I think is how you pronounce it.
Yeah, sunny and windy.
Sunny and very, very windy after a stormy start to the week, literally. So we drove up last night and had some beautiful views along the A1 of the sun. We also had a really nice cosy evening by a fire, reading some books and sitting and eating some delicious food. Sticky toffee pudding was particularly very, very good. Today, what have we got planned?
So we're parked in Omwick Castle and Gardens car park. We're going to walk into Omwick, and we've been given a tip to go to Barter Books, which is in the train station. It's got cafe in there and it's dog friendly, and I'm super hungry actually, so yeah, I think we should head off and do that.
Yeah, sounds good.
We ate lunch in the waiting room in Barter Books, as the other dining rooms are not dog friendly. Afterwards we browsed the book selection, dodging kids on their half-term holiday, and made our way to Anik Town. It's a cute town with the usual charity shops, but our highlight was the gin shop that sold craft beer. Afterwards we had hoped to visit Anik Castle Gardens, but unfortunately they're not dog friendly. So after not being able to see the castle, we found a nice little park up on the side of the road where you actually get a beautiful view of it. After sheltering from the wind in the van by the beach, having our cups of tea, we headed for dinner in another pub with another fireplace. It was right on the waterside and had a beautiful view. Morning. So I did sleep better last night. Maybe I was a little reluctant to get out of bed this morning because Rimmer has a fun activity for us that I am not super excited about. I'm quite nervous about. I've seen other people do it on YouTube, like Wild Bear and Ash Outdoors, and there's loads of people that seem to love it. I don't think I understand the excitement about it and the benefits just yet, so Rimmer, maybe you can fill us in.
So it's a bit chilly out. I think it's about 1 degree, but we're going to go for a little dip in the sea.
She tells me it's warmer in the sea than in the air.
It's 6 degrees, so yeah, we might as well just get in the water and be as warm as we can. What feels like temperature is -3, so it is a bit chilly out, but what we're going to do is just go for a quick 3, 2, 1, go. And yeah, just even if it's a minute, we're going to go in waist first and then the top half. The benefits are it's good for your brain box and you feel refreshed and proud of yourself after. Like a bit
cold?
Surprised that you did it. Very cold, very yeah, the amount of I want to say dopamine, or you know, all these sort of good brain chemicals will be keep you on a high for the whole day.
Okay. And we're doing it before we check out of the hotel because it means we can wash off the salt water after we're done. So
most importantly, have a warm shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
let's go.
Yeah. One's more excited than the other.
So there's literally no one here. There's a castle and the sun rising over there in the background. Okay, I lied. There's one person and their dog about 200 metres away and a flock of birds. I don't think there could be a better morning to go on.
I have to admit, it's quite the place to go. Like, look at it. Stunning, like really, really stunning. I'm a bit more excited about it. So are you excited then, Erin?
Right, once we take the tops off, it's just 3, 2, 1, okay? Okay.
So we're out at the sea, we're dry, and driving back to the hotel to shower up. That was better than I thought. My fingers and toes were completely numb when I got out. Yeah, feel warm and invigorated, I think.
Glad you did it.
Sorry?
Glad you did it.
I'm glad I did it, but I'm glad there's a warm shower after it as well. After checking out, we visited the Saltwater Cafe for a breakfast and a hot drink to help warm up before the drive up the coast to the holy island of Lindisfarne. The island is accessed by a causeway which becomes inaccessible twice a day when the tide comes in. There's a huge car park costing £3.50 for 3 hours, and signs state no camping or overnight stays in camper vans on the island. This is to protect the small island and its village. Whilst on the island, we visited the coastal Lindisfarne Castle and the outside of the priory. During our visit, the coastal wind was relentless, meaning no usable audio and a grumpy Rima who regretted her clothing choice. So I've just got the pan of water on in the van. This is our kettle. I need a cup of tea after all the cold winds, and also I'm having a bit of a grump because I keep like trapping my finger on things and banging my head on things. The reality of a small van really, and because I'm grumpy I want to be on my own, which means I get the back of the van to make the tea while Rima's in the front of the van reading a book. And this is the reality of van life. Getting everything drying on the dashboard in the sun. Well, we were going to camp here tonight after dinner at the pub, but there's now signs saying that there's no camping or cooking allowed. So I guess we're finding somewhere else.
We found a much better spot anyway, not bothered.
Morning. After dinner last night we found this pretty cool park up. It's very quiet. There is a road running by, but not many cars came by, and we can see the sea and the sunny weather continues. It did get pretty windy last night, but we're fairly sheltered. We picked our spot purposely, so there's just bushes around, whereas if we'd have parked in this side of the lay-by, there's trees, and we didn't want anything falling on us, especially after all these storms recently. Rima's just getting ready. I think we might go find somewhere for breakfast. Perhaps more of these stunning views. There's some bangs going off. It seems a bit early for clay pigeon shooting. They seem to start at about 7:30, but we had no problems overnight, and it's just beautiful. Love it. We did try about 5-6 different campsites, but they're all closed for the season because it's still February. It wasn't the best night's sleep. It was one of those where I was concerned about Erin and being too cold because she's quite old, she's 11, so I thought she might be too cold, so I had her in the bed. But then in the bed she's too warm and pants and wants to get a drink and stuff, and is just kicking out, and it's not a big enough bed for 2 people and a dog. So then I put her in her doggy coat and put her on her bed and put a towel and like some layers on top of her, but then I just kept waking up worrying, is she warm enough, and like feeling her to make sure she felt warm enough. So yeah, maybe too much concern, I don't know. what is it, anthropomorphizing them, where you project all your human emotions and stuff. So maybe, I don't know. She seems happy enough. The plan for the day was to head from the coast into the national park, where we were going to hike at Simonside. We found out on arrival that it was closed due to the storm damage, so we headed on to our next location. The storm damage was visible on our drive and we saw plenty of damaged trees. It made sense, of course, that the next place we visited was also closed. I think this might be the end of this adventure. It looks like most of, Northumberland National Park is closed. Only this one is dated, December until June. So that fits with Storm Arwen, I think it was, that came around November, December time. And there's been about 5 storms since then. So the plan is to go home, which obviously we started this trip late, didn't head out until Tuesday, even though the plan was to be in Dorset from Sunday. And it's only Friday today, but I think it's the safest and right thing to do. The place we had spotted for the evening to camp up is in the national park, in the forest. It was a place on Park for Night, but they've even gone so far as to put what looks like bin bags or tarp or whatever over the sign to just not encourage people to go down here. So first stop petrol, second stop lunch, third stop we'll just find our way home. Yeah, nice food, and maybe spend the weekend getting ready for your new job, and maybe do some climbing, I guess, some indoor bouldering. Yeah, end the week as we started it, I guess. This sounds a bit downbeat to finish on, but we've had a really nice trip, and especially today the weather is so nice. It's chilly outside, but so sunny and like perfect conditions for driving. Right, that's it. Bye. Bye. Scotch Corner service station, and the engine won't start in my van. Just trying to wash my hands after all that soap. Oh, sorry, Erin. Yeah. And the cupboard door's fallen off. Why? Just why? What are you doing? I might as well do something while we wait for the breakdown people to come. So yeah, I guess we're just going to sit here and entertain ourselves a little bit longer. Erin is going to continue to fall asleep sat upright and refuse to lie down, and I think I might watch some YouTube. I don't know if you want to join. Yeah, maybe we'll watch something, that sounds good. Bit of escapism. Let's see how much longer. Yay, we've seen the recovery breakdown person. Not so yay is the van thinks that we're trying to break into it. It's to do with the immobiliser. There's red light flashing, and we've tried both keys we've got, so it means it's the van, not the keys, that's the bother. So he can't fix it. So it might be an hour or two's wait. Most likely going to be dinner at the service station. Ooh. KFC or Burger King. Great for vegetarians. Vegan Greg sausage roll. Vegan Greg sausage roll. Yeah, could be worse for sure. We've got toilets, we've got snacks, we've had a cup of tea already, maybe we'll have another. Got a bed to nap in if we really want. Yeah, if it's really that long. Sounds like we're having an hour and a half drive home on the back of a flatbed, potentially. So, yeah, the adventure continues. We waited for about 3 hours before the van was on the pickup truck and we were driven home. After paying for the fuel pump immobiliser to be reset, it broke down again a few days later and had to have the fuel pump replaced. Since the van is 18 years old, Rima opted for a used part to keep costs down. As I speak, the van is currently in the garage having the fuel pump replaced again after we broke down in a friend's drive. The van's future as part of this family remains to be seen.